Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Millicent Machaka and I am super excited to connect with you guys. So I titled today's video how to execute your idea. So I'm gonna share with you guys what works for me. So I know that most people, when they would like to know how do I start, I know where I want to be, I know the kind of a person that I want to become. I can envision myself, I can envision, a kind of a change that I can bring in my community. However, starting and getting to get down and start working is a problem. So I'm just gonna share with you guys what works for me, and I believe it will work for someone else out there. Please note, I will emphasize this is just what works for me, so it does not mean that it is the only way. Getting started, so I put 4 pointers down when I started discovering my purpose and my vision, and I understood that it all starts with a vision. It all starts with your dream, where you see yourself. And now that you know where you want to get to, you start planning. So how I get to plan is I determine goals. I set goals. Like maybe I can set goal for a goal for like the next 6 months, or I just set goals for the year. Let's say in 2020 I put down my goals to say this is what I want to be able to achieve. And whatever goal that you put down, it must be around your vision. It must be something that is going to bring you closer to where you envision yourself to be, right? So in those goals now, how I execute them is I put plan. For every goal there's a plan. I put it down. What principles, what steps am I going to take? What is a plan on how I'm going to, execute this particular goal, right? And once I have that, now that you have a plan, it is time now to start putting that plan into action. So your plan now gives birth to action. So action is the most important one. Actually, they are all important, but action is what determines if you're going to get there or not. That is where you require to put down the actual work. So what I do with actions is that I now have a vision where I want to be. I can see myself, and now I've set goals that I believe will eventually get me where I want to be, or will get me to who I want to become, right? And now I put plans on how I'm going to execute each and every single goal. So now it is time for me to do what? To start acting. So I break those actions into mini tasks. So every week I have an action that I need to do. So that action, I break it down into tasks. So I know on Monday I must do 1, 2, 3. On Tuesday I must do 3, 4, 5. So at the end of every day, I always go and tick, right? So I will say, oh wow, action 1, I'm actually done. This is the task that I set for myself. Task 1 done, task 2, task 3. And at the end of the week, you get to assess, am I working towards achieving my goal or not? And maybe at the end of the month also, you can also reflect to see, okay, looks like I'm not achieving my goal. What is it that I can do? What can I do different? So it prunes you, it helps you grow. And for me, in my experience, I learned a lot of things. That planning has saved me from so many things. So you get to set your priorities right. So it has protected me from a lot of invites to certain things, because I now plan for my time. I cannot be everywhere. I cannot be found involved in everything, because I get to plan for my time. So there are certain invites that I get to turn down because I already planned for that time that I will be doing this. So you need to, once you start doing it, you must be able to prioritize your own vision. So accommodate certain things, but to a certain level. Understand and be that person that plan for your time and how you utilize your time. So that is one of the benefits that I have been enjoying from planning. So And also it makes you to start enjoying your own company. So you cannot be seen always in a crowd, because it is very important to be able to execute your idea in this particular method that I'm sharing with you in a crowd. I mean, how do you think of, solutions? How do you think of a plan when you're always in a crowd? Isn't you have to entertain the crowd? So sometimes, like gatherings and everything, it's okay for you to be missed. It's okay to miss them if your reason is that you're busy working on your own craft, right? So normalize spending time alone, normalize spending time with God, pray about it. So the Bible says we must commit our plans to God and they will be established. So God has given us these visions, God has given us this talent. So you need to constantly also go back to the manufacturer of your vision, which is God, and say, this is where I am, I'm stuck, please guide me. That's literally how it works for me. And in most cases, you're going to discover that, let's say you put down a plan and you were anticipating that this is how it's going to work out, and by this particular time it must be done, and you realize that it actually didn't work out. And that process it's not going to be an easy one. But when you invite God and pray about it and submit your plans to God, you're going to understand that, wow, it didn't work, but then it does not mean I have failed. It just literally means that there is a better plan. And when you don't give up and keep grinding, you're going to realize later that, wow, no wonder this plan didn't work. Now I see this one is even greater. It didn't come at the anticipated time, but it is so great, right? So I personally had an experience like of this particular point that I just addressed right now, and I can't wait to share it with the world. So I have been working on something for some time now, and I got a lot of disappointments, but it is this year that I see why I didn't give up, why things didn't work out the way I planned. But imagine if I didn't even have an initial plan in the first place. It wouldn't work, right? Thank you so much. I wanted to keep this video as short as possible. So just to summarize what I shared with you guys is that once you have a vision, determine goals, and once you have goals, determine a plan on how you're going to execute your goal. And once you have a plan, then determine your actions, and on those actions give yourself tasks every day. This is what I want to do, even if it's a little step. I am someone, people who know me, they know I celebrate each and every single step of the way, because I understand where I'm going. And if, let's say, even if let's say I planned to document something that maybe I need to submit somewhere, I celebrate that if I complete it, because I know that it is slowly helping me to get to where I want to be, or where I envision myself to be. So when you've done one task today, you are now a day closer to whatever that you dream, that person that you dream, that particular thing that you dream doing. Once you start executing and actually working on your task, and the day ends tomorrow, just know that you are one day closer. The other day, you are one day closer. That's how it works. That's how it works until you become who you want to be. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel and watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and comment. And yeah, let us share and inspire one another. Thank you, guys.